buttercup, you're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall, won't stop till I get enough.
All right, everyone, buckle up because we are diving deep today. You guys sent in some seriously juicy articles about Squid Game Season 2, and let me tell you, December 26th cannot come soon enough.
Oh, I know. The hype is real.
It is. Now, just in case anyone's been living under a rock, Squid Game throws us into this crazy competition.
Right. Like life or death kind of crazy.
Exactly. Everyday people just trying to survive these intense games for a huge cash prize.
Yeah, you know what gets me? The games themselves, they're like almost childlike, which makes the whole thing even more messed up, right? When you see what they're actually playing for.
So true. It's like that contrast just hits you in the gut. And then there's Sagang Gi-hun, our guy, player 456, wins the whole thing, but man, at what cost?
Seriously, talk about trauma.
Right. And Season 2 picks up a few years later, and this time he's not in it for the money. He wants to take the whole operation down.
Whoa, hold up. How do you even begin to fight something like that? This organization, the ones running the games, they're clearly not messing around.
I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? Which brings us to the front man, this mysterious figure calling the shots. Season 1 left us with so many questions about him.
Oh, for sure. Like, who is this guy? What's his deal?
Right. Do you think Season 2 will give us some answers?
I think we're definitely going to learn more about him this season. The articles hint at that. Unmasking him, figuratively speaking, of course, could be the key to understanding like why these games even exist.
Ooh, chills, literal chills. Okay, and can we talk about the cast? We've got Lee Jung-jae back as Gi-hun.
Obviously.
Of course, Lee Byung-hun as the frontman.
That intense stare.
Right, and even Wee Ha-jun, the detective, and Gong Yoo from that first game are back.
That red light, green light scene.
Iconic. But then we've got all these new players joining the game too. Yim Si-won, Kang Han-nul, Park Ga-young. What do you make of these new additions?
It's genius. Keeps things fresh, you know? Throws in a whole new layer of mystery. Who are these people? Why are they risking their lives? Plus, it lets the show explore like different sides of human nature under pressure.
Oh, absolutely. It's never just about the games. It's about the people, their stories, what drives them. Speaking of achievements, Squid Game totally dominated the Emmys.
Oh, yeah. History was made.
Big time. Hwang Dong-hyuk, the creator, became the first Asian director to win for outstanding directing for a drama series.
And Lee Jung-jae, Lee Yumi, their performances were just phenomenal. Squid Game's definitely cemented its place in TV history.
Okay, before I forget, Season 2 is only 7 episodes long, 2 fewer than the first season. Might seem like a bummer, but...
Season 3 is already confirmed, coming in 2025.
What?
Seriously.
Seriously. Apparently, Season 2 ends on a major cliffhanger, leading right into the final act.
Okay, hold on. You can't just drop a cliffhanger bomb and not give us details. Well, all I can say is the creator knows what he's doing. This 2-season build-up to the finale. It's intentional. Makes you think about what he's really trying to say with the story.
The suspense is killing me. I need December 26th to be here, like yesterday. But of course, you'll need a Netflix subscription to watch. No more free trials, sadly, but they do have a few different plans.
Yep, different price points depending on what you're looking for.
Right. But whatever plan you choose, I have a feeling Season 2 is going to be mind-blowing.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be epic. One of the articles, it really dives into the casting choices. And, you know, what gets me is how the director, he's like blended these familiar faces with new talent.
Yeah, it's almost like passing the torch, kind of.
Right. Like the story continues, but with this whole new layer. Makes you wonder, what if some of those Season 1 players we thought were gone? What if they pop up again?
Oh, the internet would explode. And speaking of the internet, remember when Season 1 dropped and it was like a global phenomenon?
Oh, yeah. Everyone was wearing those costumes for Halloween.
Those pink soldier suits. Everywhere. I even tried making the dalgona candy.
How'd that go?
Let's just say, not as easy as it looks.
It's wild, though, right? How a show can grab the whole world like that.
Yeah.
But it's more than just trends, you know? I think it's because the story, it speaks to everyone. Those themes of, like, survival, making tough choices. We all get that.
Yeah, totally. And the music. I still get chills when I hear that red light, green light tune.
Oh, instantly recognizable. Speaking of, did you catch the Season 2 trailer?
Of course. It's intense, to say the least. Gave me goosebumps. They don't reveal much, but you can tell the stakes are even higher. New games, new players.
And that look in Gi-hun's eyes.
He's on a mission, that's for sure. And visually, the trailer is stunning. The colors, the sets, it's like beautiful and terrifying at the same time.
It's Squid Game, right? It wouldn't be the same without that.
True. It's like the whole show is built on these contrasts, you know? Beauty and violence, childlike games with deadly consequences. It makes you think. Yeah, like it's playing with your expectations. You never know what's going to happen next.
So, okay, we've talked about the looks, the global impact, the cast, but what about the burning questions? Season 2 HAS to give us some answers, right?
Oh, definitely. I'm dying to know how Gihan's going to pull this off, taking down this whole operation. That's a tall order.
For real. And what about the front man? Will we finally learn who he is, what his story is?
The trailer hints at it. I think learning his backstory could be huge for understanding why these games even exist.
Okay, one more that's been bugging me. We know some familiar faces are coming back. Do you think they'll be helping Gihan or working against him?
Ooh, good question. I mean, it's been a few years. Their loyalties could have changed. Some might be allies, but others
Would be enemies.
Exactly. It's going to be so interesting to see how it plays out. And then there are all those new players. Their stories, why they're in the games. It's like each character adds another piece to this giant puzzle. And we got to put it all together. December 26th can't come soon enough.
The anticipation is real.
Tell me about it. But you know what makes great TV great? It's not just about the answers. It's about getting drawn into the story, the mystery, wanting more. So before we move on, I want to hear from you all. What are your hopes, fears, predictions for Season 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation going.
It's amazing how much buzz there is around this show. You know, like everyone's got a theory.
Yeah, it's like you can't just passively watch it. You're like pulled in trying to figure it all out.
Totally. And I think that's part of what makes it so good. Like it sticks with you long after you're done watching.
It really does. And I think that's a testament to how well made it is, you know, the writing, the directing, the acting, everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's all top notch.
So, okay, let's say someone's totally new to Squid Game, haven't seen Season 1, somehow managed to avoid spoilers this whole time, but now they're hearing all this hype about Season 2.
Right.
Do you think they could just jump right in, or is Season 1 like required viewing?
That's a good question. I mean, Season 2 does have new stuff, you know, new characters, new games, but the heart of the story, the mystery of it all, it goes back to Season 1.
So Season 1 is like the foundation.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're building on that foundation. With Season 2, if you jump in halfway, you might get lost.
Right. That makes sense. But I know some people might not have time to binge a whole season before the new one drops. Any advice for those who are short on time but want to catch up?
Well, there's always those recap videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Those are super helpful.
Or even just reading a plot summary online can give you the gist.
Good point. Okay, so as long as you're kind of up to speed, you'll be good to go for Season 2.
Definitely. But, you know, the best way to experience it is to just watch it all. Let the story unfold. Savor every moment.
You're so right. It's like sometimes we forget to just slow down and enjoy the ride.
Exactly. It's like the difference between scarfing down a meal and like really tasting every bite.
Ooh, perfect analogy. Now we've really gone deep here, unpacked those articles, talked about the impact, analyzed those key questions as we wrap up. Is there anything that's like really stuck with you about all this? Anything that surprised you or made you think about the show differently?
Honestly, what still gets me is just how universal it is.
Yeah.
You know, like Squid Game, it's this global phenomenon. And I think it's because those themes, they speak to everyone. We all understand those struggles, those desires, those tough choices we have to make.
It's a reminder that we're all kind of in this together, you know?
Exactly. And it's the beauty of art, right? It connects us. It helps us see the world through different eyes.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, as we wrap up this deep dive into Squid Game Season 2, I want to leave everyone with one last thought as you watch. Pay attention to the details, the little things, the symbolism, the choices the characters make. Everything happens for a reason, especially because the creator, he said this whole story. It's building to this big finale in Season 3.
Ooh, good point.
So, yeah, every little thing could be a clue to how it all ends.
And most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the ride.
Yes, let yourself get swept up in the suspense, the drama, the brilliance, and whatever you do, avoid those spoilers. You'll want to experience it all firsthand. All right, everyone, until next time, happy watching.
Sound the alarm.